Good morning, everyone. My name is Gaurav Regmi, and my student ID is P2864032. I'm presenting today for the module Contemporary Issue on Sustainable Businesses. The topic of my presentation is Adidas and its alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, specifically focusing on SDGs 12, which is responsible consumption and production. In today's presentation, I will provide an overview of Adidas as a company, discuss the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and why businesses are essential in achieving them, justify the selection of SDGs 12 for Adidas, and present three practical recommendations for implementing sustainable practices. Finally, I will conclude by summarizing the key points and providing a call to action for Adidas executive boards. The main purpose of this presentation is to explore how Adidas, as a global leader in sportswear, can implement strategies aligned with SDG 12 to reduce its environmental footprint while maintaining business growth. We will cover five areas. First, a company overview of Adidas, highlighting its operations, products, and currently sustainability initiatives. Second, an explanation of the UN Sustainable Development Goals and the importance of businesses in achieving them. Third, the justification for selecting SDG 12 as the most relevant goal for Adidas. 4. Three specific actionable recommendations on how Adidas can integrate SDG 12 into its operations. Finally, we will conclude with a summary and call to action for the company executive board. Throughout this presentation, I will include examples of Adidas sustainability initiatives such as the Parley for the Ocean collaboration and explain how these align with the broader objectives of responsible consumption and production. In my second slide, there will be a Adidas overview. Adidas is a German multinational corporation founded in 1949, specializing in the production of sportswear, footwear, and accessories. It has grown into one of the world's most recognizable brands with a presence in over 100 countries and millions of customers globally. The company's mission is to use sports as a platform to improve lives, but increasingly, it also aims to demonstrate leadership in environmental sustainability. Adidas has already implemented several initiatives to minimize the environmental impact. For example, the Parley for the Ocean collaboration transformed plastic waste from ocean into high-performance sneakers and sportswear. the company also de- the company also developed prime green and prime blue materials, which incorporates recycled polyester and other sustainable inputs into its products. These efforts highlight Adidas' proactive approach to sustainability given its scale and influence in the global market. The company is an excellent example for examining how businesses can contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly SDG 12, which focuses on responsible consumption of production. Yeah. On slide 3, there is a UN SDGs overview. The United Nations introduced the Sustainable Development Goals in 2015, creating a framework of 17 goals designed to achieve a more sustainable and equitable future by 2030. These goals address major global challenges, including poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, and social justice. Businesses play a vital role in achieving these goals because they are key drivers of resource consumption, production, and innovation. Companies that adopt sustainable practices can reduce environmental impact, increase operational efficiency, and strengthen their competitive advantage. Among the SDGs, several are particularly relevant for business. SDGs 8 focuses on decent work and economic growth. SDG 9 addresses industry, innovation, and infrastructure. And SDG 12 emphasizes responsible consumption and production. In this presentation, we focus on SDG 12 because it directly relates to Adidas, operational supply chain, and products, providing a clear framework for reducing waste, sourcing sustainable material, and engaging consumers in environmentally responsible practices. SD, in our my slide 4, understanding the SDGs 12. SDG 12 or responsible consumption and production is one of the 17 sustainable development goals established by the United Nations in 2015. The primary aim of SDG 12 is to promote sustainable consumption and production patterns that reduce waste, conserve resources, and minimize negative environmental impacts. The key objective of SDG 2 will include reducing waste generation through prevention, recycling, and reuse, promoting the efficient use of natural resources across industry, encouraging companies to adopt sustainable practices and integrate sustainability reporting in their operations. And 4, educating consumers so that they make environmentally responsible decisions. For businesses, SDG 12 provides a clear roadmap for sustainability. It allows companies to reduce environmental footprints, lower operational costs, improve brand reputation, and comply with increasing strict global regulation. For adidas, SDG 12 is highly relevant. With a global supply chain and large-scale production, the company has significant environmental impacts, including energy and water consumption, raw material use, and waste generation. By aligning with SDG 12, adidas can guide sustainable sourcing, expand recycling initiatives, and design eco-friendly products such as Parley sneakers and Prime Green apparel. On slide 5, justification for selecting SDG 12. So why focus on SDG 12 for Adidas? The answer lies in the nature of the company's operation and the global sustainability context. For SDG 12 targets waste reduction, resource efficiency, and sustainable production, all critical areas for a company with a large-scale supply chain like Adidas. The company manufacturing processes consume significant amount of water, energy, and raw material, and produce waste and emissions. Second, there is growing consumer demand for environmentally friendly products. Adidas' collaboration with Parley for the Ocean, for instance, demonstrates that sustainability can be both socially impactful and commercially successful, as the initiative repurposes ocean plastic into high-performance sneakers. Using Porter's value chain analysis, we can see how SDG 12 can be integrated into Adidas operational. First, inbound logistics focuses on sustainable sourcing of raw materials. Second, operations implement energy efficient and low emission manufacturing processes. Third, outbound logistics reduce emission during distribution. Fourth, marketing and sales promote sustainable products to consumers. Fifth, CSR integration embed sustainability into the company's strategy, culture, and reporting. By aligning each stage of the value chain with sustainable practices, Adidas ensures that SDG 12 is not just a marketing initiative but a core operational strategy that benefits both business and the environment. In slide 6, we're talking about expand circular economy program. The first recommendation is for Adidas to expand its circular economy programs. A circular economy approach emphasizes reducing waste by reusing, recycling, and repurposing products. Practically, Adidas can introduce additional collection points for used shoes and apparel in shoes worldwide and collaborate with NGOs to process these products into new material. Limited edition products made entirely from recycled materials could also be launched, attracting environmentally conscious consumers. This recommendation directly supports SDG 12 by reducing waste generations, conserving resources, and encouraging responsible consumption. It also strengthens Adidas' reputation as a sustainability leader and can provide a competitive advantage in a market where consumers increasingly value eco-friendly products. In slide 7, we're talking about strengthen supplier sustainability standards. The second recommendation focuses on improving sustainability standards throughout Adidas supplier network. The company works with hundreds of suppliers worldwide, and it's critical that environmental and ethical practices are consistently enforced. Adidas can implement supplier scorecards to monitor energy usage, water consumption, and waste reduction. Suppliers could be incentivized to adopt renewable energy and sustainable materials. Additionally, conducting regular audits and publishing sustainability reports, increasing transparency and accountability, strengthening supplier standards, reduce environmental impacts across the supply chain, ensures companies with regulations, and meets growing consumer expectations for transparency and ethical production. And my third recommendation, consumer awareness and education. The third recommendation emphasizes educating consumers about the environmental impact of their purchases and promoting responsible consumption. This could include marketing campaigns that highlight eco-friendly product lines, labeling products with sustainability material such as carbon footprint and recycled content, and collaborating with social media influencers to raise awareness. Educating consumers not only encourages environmentally responsible purchasing behavior but also increases demand for sustainable products, strengthens brand loyalty, and position Adidas as a leader in sustainability. By engaging consumer in its sustainability journey, Adidas can extend the impact of SDG 12 beyond production to consumption as well. And my last slide is conclusion. In conclusion, Adidas is a global brand with significant impact on environmental sustainability due to its scale of operations and supply chain. SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, is highly relevant to the company as it provides a framework for reducing waste, improving efficiency, and engaging consumers in sustainable practices. The three recommendations I have presented, expanding circular economy programs, strengthening supplier sustainability standards, and educating consumers, are actionable, measurable, and aligned with both businesses and sustainability objectives. By implementing these strategies, Adidas can reduce environmental impacts, satisfy consumer demand for sustainable products, and strengthen its global brand reputation. I encourage the Adidas Executive Board to adopt these recommendations to ensure long-term growth while making a meaningful contribution to global sustainability goals. Thank you.